Welcome to Vault of Time. Today, we embark on an epic journey through history, the story of the greatest empire the world has ever seen. An empire that ruled for over 1,000 years, stretching across continents. An empire of warriors, emperors, blood, and glory. This is the tale of the Roman Empire, its rise to power, its golden age, and its inevitable fall into ruin. Scene 1. The birth of Rome 1:00 according to legend, Rome began not as an empire, but as a tale of myth. Twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, were abandoned on the banks of the river Tiber. Raised by a she-wolf, they grew strong and fierce. When they founded a city, Romulus killed Remus in a fit of rage, and the city was named Rome, after its first king. What started as a small settlement in 753 BC would soon transform into the most powerful civilization the world had ever known. Scene 2. Republic and expansion 300. For centuries, Rome was a republic governed by senators and consuls rather than kings. Its strength lay in its legions, disciplined armies of citizen soldiers. Through countless wars, Rome conquered the Italian peninsula, then clashed with its greatest rival, Carthage. The Punic Wars would test Rome's destiny. The Carthaginian general Hannibal led war elephants across the Alps to strike Rome itself. Yet, despite devastating defeats, Rome's resilience endured. In 202 BC, under the command of Scipio Africanus, Rome crushed Carthage at the Battle of Zama. From that moment, Rome was unstoppable. Scene 3. The Age of Conquest 6:00. The Republic expanded east and west, conquering Greece, Spain, Gaul, and beyond. But expansion came at a cost. Wealth, slaves, and corruption flooded into Rome. The gap between rich and poor grew. Civil wars broke out, and into this chaos stepped one of history's most famous figures, Julius Caesar. Caesar's conquest of Gaul made him a hero to the people and a threat to the Senate. When he crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BC, he sparked a civil war. Emerging victorious, Caesar declared himself dictator for life, but his ambition was his downfall. In 44 BC, he was assassinated by senators on the Ides of March, stabbed 23 times beneath the statue of Pompey. Rome was thrown into chaos once again. Scene 4. The rise of the empire 10:00. Out of the bloodshed rose Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, later known as Augustus. In 27 BC, Augustus declared the birth of the Roman Empire. The Republic was dead. Rome was now ruled by emperors, and under Augustus, the empire entered its golden age. The Pax Romana 200 years of relative peace and prosperity. Scene 5. The power of Rome 13:00 at its height. Rome controlled lands from Britain to Egypt, Spain to Mesopotamia. Its legions were unmatched. Its roads stretched 250 miles. Its aqueducts carried fresh water across entire cities. The Colosseum echoed with the roars of gladiators and crowds. Roman law, language, and culture shaped the ancient world. But power bred arrogance, and cracks began to form. Scene 6. Crisis and Chaos 17:00 by the 3rd century CE, the empire faced endless wars, economic troubles, and political assassinations. In just 50 years, Rome saw over 20 emperors, many of them murdered by their own guards. Enemies pressed in on all sides, Germanic tribes from the north, Persians from the east. The once mighty empire was bleeding from within. Scene 7. Constantine and Christianity 21:00 in 312 C. Emperor Constantine rose to power. He made a bold move, embracing Christianity, once outlawed, and making it the empire's official faith. Constantine also moved the capital east to the city of Byzantium, renamed Constantinople. The shift marked the beginning of a divided empire, the Western Roman Empire in Rome, and the Eastern Roman Empire in Constantinople. The East would endure for 1,000 more years as the Byzantine Empire. But the West was doomed. Scene 8. The fall of Rome 25:00. The Western Empire crumbled under endless invasions. In 410 C, the unthinkable happened. Rome itself was sacked by the Visigoths, led by Alaric. The Eternal City, once thought invincible, lay in ruins. Finally, in 476 C, the last Roman emperor of the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by a Germanic chieftain. The Western Roman Empire was dead. But the spirit of Rome lived on in laws, languages, architecture, and the dream of empire. Outro 30:00, the Roman Empire's rise and fall is more than just history. It is a mirror of human ambition, of how power can build wonders, and how pride can bring them crashing down. This has been Vault of Time. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and return for more stories hidden in the sands of time.